Hi, I went out this morning to get some pallets with this garden trailer, and after a good few years I think it needs a bit of a refurbishment. Let's have a quick look over it and I'll show you what's wrong with it. Oh, well, the first problem with it is this morning the headboard that was on here came off because it was rotten, but as you can see down there, a lot of the wood is rotten anyway. I did have a cover for it, which was working fine, but you know, it's not the best. You can see it's rotted off there, and sections of this are now loose as well. You can see where the bolts have come out there. Here we've got the spare wheel, which is no good to man the beast. You wouldn't want to put that on and go very far with it. And then again, moving further down, the welding's come off this little piece here. It's only spot welded in a few areas there anyway. The welding's come off this. That's not so good. It looks like a mouse has ate its way through there. I put this bungee on to hold this in place, and then I think that at some point this is broken here as well, and somebody's conducted a repair with some nuts and bolts because they haven't got a welder. Again, the bottom's in a fairly awful condition. Wheels and tyres are good because I did them 6 months ago. You can still see on there, actually, look, you can still see the pimples to the tyres where they're new on there. And then if we go underneath and have a look, there's a problem here at the front where the metal mouse has at it. There we go. Generally though, it's not too bad. Underneath there, I mean, that's all superficial on the axle. That's just flaking paint and rust. It's a fair bunch of wires there, but all the lights do work. Again, a little bit of the metal mouse is out there, but generally it's not too bad. And again, if we have a look from the back here, the back is not too bad either. If we look up underneath it there we go. It's not too bad. Once that board's out, we'll be able to see it much better, and we'll be able to get to the axle and all that to put some paint on it. This is hanging down, but I can fix it up. The good thing is the lights work on it anyway, all of them. They're really good. This back plate here is going to need replacing as well, because as you can see, it's all delaminated now, so I think there's going to be a job for some marine ply, and that's it. So I think the first thing to do is to get this board off it, get this piece of rubbishy board off it, and get all the wiring off it as well, so that we can see what we're doing, and then get them two bits there off the front here, them two there, and then get this spare wheel off, and then we'll be able to see a bit more what we're doing with it. Right, let's get on with it then. Right, well that didn't take long. And here we are down to the frame already. There's all the wood. So I think the next thing to do is for me to give it a brush off, and then see all these little bits here that are sticking up that I didn't grind off before. I need to grind all these little ends off here, give it a brush off, and I think I need to take this wiring out as well. Take the wiring loom out from the front and take these lights off, and then we'll be able to see it better. So I'll do that next. Okay, well this does look like a piece of scrap now, but believe me, it's not. It just looks like a piece of scrap. So we've got the lights off, back doors off, wheels are off there, you can see. I certainly got to do something about that hob bearing there because there's too much play in that. The front tailboard's off, spare wheels off. There's the bits of wood, they'll be going in the wood burner next week. And then if we come around here, I've scraped a little bit of the side, so we haven't done much yet. So you can see what we're up against here. And realistically, I think this isn't too bad, because all the middle bit here is solid as you like, all that's solid. The bits we have got to do is, this is not good here, these bits here are not good, this front bar here is not particularly good, and then the side bits there are very jaggedy and not quite so good either. This brace here will need replacing. But on the whole, although it does look like a piece of scrap, it's actually not too bad. Next thing is to give it a good clean off, get all that rust off, and then we'll get the Leggett boy here to weld it.